Okay.
Lived as nomads for the longest. But what made modern cities? Human beings deciding to sit down and collaborate and work together for a mutual good.
Facts.
And understand
What I'm saying, because I
See,
don't.
I say that all the time. I say that all the time. And here's what I used to say, right? You can try to run into a cave and live in a cave all you want. You can avoid marriage all you want. You can avoid relationships all you want. Your social skills is your social skills. It's going to come back and bite you in the butt. It's like your shadow. Every time you run away, there you are again. Because there's always a light shining on you. That's called life. Either you realize it or not. And these are sizable books. They are minimum 200 pages. You can download them absolutely for free by simply going to, for example, this one, you just go to getmymarriageback.com, smartrealestatewholesaling.com, realestatemoneysecrets.com. So yes, I am a 3 times author, and those books are out there for your consumption, and they are also available everywhere on Amazon, anywhere that you pick up books. So in case you prefer a physical book like that. They brought in the Pookie and the Ray Ray. The Pookie and the Ray Ray. All right. So there's a point here. They brought in the Pookie and the Ray Ray. The men of Manosphere always want to blame everything on the Pookie and the Ray Ray. And the problem is that the Pookie and Ray Ray is undefeated. They're winning. They're stealing your women. Your woman is leaving you for the Pookie and the Ray Ray. It's happening at every level. It's happening in high school. It's happening in college. I'm laughing because this is how they laugh. They never want to take correction, right? It's happening even in marriage. It's happening even 15, 20, 30 years marriage. There are women leaving their husband for the Pookies and the Ray Rays. The Pookie and the Ray Rays undefeated. And we're about to learn why, and we're going to call it the lesson, the main lesson of this session, okay? There's a lot of session there, but let's keep moving here. All right.
Right, y'all made it up to not be accountable for the community. So y'all made up a caricature of a man that you can put everything on. Every bad behavior that we ever bring up, y'all
does not have
a Pookie and Ray Ray.
Pookie and Ray Ray. Listen to what I'm telling you.
Okay.
The Pookie and Ray Ray always find their way into these conversations for some reason. Anytime somebody brings up the Pookie and Ray Ray, it tells me they lack confidence. It tells me they lack social skills. It tells me they lack emotional intelligence. Okay, that's all it means. If you brought Pookie and Ray Ray into what is supposed to be an intelligent conversation, because you're about to make it a case to basically tackle the women, it tells me so much more than your talking points. Okay, and because women are generally more emotionally inclined to connect with the emotional language of any conversation, they pick that up too. They start looking at you as lame. I'm not saying my brother is lame. He had a lame moment. Let's just call it that. Let's keep going.
Go ahead.
Because Tawana says this all the time, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. Pookie and Ray Ray is the dude up the street. Pookie and Ray Ray is your homeboy. Pookie and Ray Ray, it could be.
I don't think Tawana brought it up. I think Tawana is saying it because she's heard it so many times used as an excuse, and she now it's become her talking point too. Tawana, myself, the people that are still they try to be centered, create a center for this conversation. We have to be careful because these things become truth. Like I said earlier, they start becoming truth. We start saying the talking points and the lingos. We start saying for the streets, Pookie and Ray Ray. We start using the same lingos, misogynistic, misandry. What's the other one? The other one, patriarchy. We start using all this language, right? We have to be extremely careful. For those of us that are trying to bring some kind of like reasoning into this conversation.
What I'm saying is, it doesn't.
I actually think it's Percy and Tyrone.
And Tyrone.
Exactly.
All right, so I think the Godfather of the Manosphere. he gets abused quite a lot, But if you listen to him long enough, you can see that he has the lessons in there. It's just not the viral moments. But let's see what he has to say about the Pookie and the Ray Rays.
Yes. Look. EQ. Social skills are a key to survival.
Facts.
So the man was saying why people complain about Pookie and Ray Ray, they overperform on the social skills.
That's it. You're complaining about Pookie and RAYSRAYS because they overperform on social skills, EQ, aka emotional intelligence quotient, okay? Social skills, understanding humans for what they are, and stop trying to change what human beings are, including their tendencies to evolve over time. Stop calling back 1960s into 2022. It's not gonna work anyway. You're just gonna look more lame and lame and lame and lame. Okay, if you have social skills, you understand that people have changed. You understand that people are using the social apps to pick up dates. You understand how to adjust accordingly instead of complaining about it. Right? Let's keep going.
And here's the thing: as an image consultant, I don't necessarily care in my profession why, but I get it. Just like
exactly. If it's an image consultant, he factors this into what he does, right? But there's a lot of men that are not image consultants, or they don't know what we know, or they're stuck in this world of red pill and manosphere, and it's just another talking points to say I'm right and you're wrong. Guess what? If everyone, especially if this is about you, like Jordan Peterson said, if you feel like every women are wrong and you're just right, it's the opposite. You're wrong, they're all right.
I was watching Auburn preach the other day, and they made a video talking about speaking white, and Preach was talking about how speaking French or speaking in a certain way would cause him conflict at all levels, at home, school, neighborhood, whatever. So he learned how to communicate in a way for survival. That is the core.
Emotional intelligence, social skills is survival. You, especially as a man, especially now, because it's falling apart. That's why you see all the arguments. Even when men are not on the, even when women are not on the stage, even the way they combat each other. Especially when they sense that somebody's about to ponder, they go crazy, they go left. Everything goes left. If they hear somebody trying to kind of understand from both sides, they hear pondering. They go crazy. They lose their mind.
Of human existence. We can get
reading the room, listening to where people are coming from without having to ask them to see where you're coming from. It's literally social skills. Learning how to land your point, your plane, learning how to land your point and making sure the land is fertile for it is part of social skills. That's the skills you need to learn as a man. You don't get to blame the women for not receiving your bullshit because you don't know how to talk. Or the other counterpart. It could be another man. Okay?
Lived as nomads for the longest. But what made modern cities? Human beings deciding to sit down and collaborate and work together for a mutual good.
Facts.
And understand
What I'm saying,
See, I say that all the time. And here's what I used to say, right? You can try to run into a cave and live in a cave all you want. You can avoid marriage all you want. You can avoid relationships all you want. Your social skills is your social skills. It's going to come back and bite you in the butt. It's like your shadow. Every time you run away, there you are again. Because there's always a light shining on you. That's called life. Either you realize it or not.